Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chandrika. In the last video I had discussed my strategy for GS 1, 2 and 3 based on my experience of two mains, and in the next video I was going to discuss my strategy for ethics, essay and optional. So in today's video I'll be discussing my strategy for my optional. My optional was political science and international relations. I think I kept my strategy very simple. I made sure that I resorted to minimum resources. So I'll be sharing all my resources, also show you guys the notes, online notes that I had made. So in PSIR there are two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. In paper 2 we have two sections, section A and section B. Similarly in paper 2 we have two sections. So to keep this video simple and easy to understand and watch, I'll be sharing my PSIR strategy in 4 parts. In the first video, in today's video, I'll be sharing my strategy for paper 1 section A. So paper 1 section A is divided into 4 main parts. One is political theory, then political ideologies, Western political thought and Indian political thought. So in political theory, you will be studying what is political theory, different approaches of political theory like normative approach, behavioralism and all of those things. Then you will be studying theories of state, like different theories of state, like liberal theory of state, feminist theory of state, Marxist theory of state. Then you will study this concept of justice, equality, rights, democracy, power, hegemony, ideology, and legitimacy. Okay, so these concepts you will be studying in this part, that is political theory. Then second part of section A is political ideologies, in which you will study different ideologies like liberalism, socialism, Marxism, fascism, Gandhism, and feminism. Then third part is Western political thinkers, in which you will study scholar thinkers like Plato, Aristotle, Machiavelli. Generally I study these three together, and then Hobbes, Locke, Mill, Marx and Gramsci, and Hannah Arendt. Then you will be studying Indian political thought, in which you will study Dharma Shastra, Arthashastra, Kautilya's Arthashastra, Buddhist tradition, and then some modern thinkers like Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, Sri Aurobindo Ghosh, Gandhi, Ambedkar, M.N. Roy. So this is how the section A of paper 1 will be divided. I will also share how you will study these uh, parts, like sequence of these parts later on. Let's first discuss sources that I had referred to. So for paper 1 section A, I resorted to Shubhra ma'am notes for basic understanding, but I also referred to some books to fill the gap in the notes, or to have a better understanding. So I had used OP Gauba, few chapters only, you don't have to read like start to end. Then I'll show you the book. So this is the book of OP Gauba that I had referred to, and in this you can see the sticky notes. I had referred to it only for few concepts like I think I read it for yes, liberty, justice, equality, for better understanding, and I made handwritten notes of this, so that I don't have to go back and read this book again and again. I think this is very important. You don't have to read these books, bulky books again and again. It's better that after maybe second reading you can make like handwritten notes of this and then refer it again and again. Then another book was Andrew Heywood. Again I referred to only few chapters from this book. This book is related to ideologies. So I'll show you the book. So this is the book, Andrew Heywood, Political Ideologies. So I studied only few ideologies from this book, and I combined notes ka short note and the things from this book. I combined it and made a comprehensive note like this one. So this is a liberalism ka note. These are my OneNote notes that I had prepared. So these are comprehensive note. I combined the different sources in this note so that I don't have to read the book again. So few ideologies like fascism, फेमिनिज्म के लिए मैंने इस बुक को यूज़ किया था. एंड देन इग्नू नोट्स, again I wouldn't recommend IGNU notes as much because it will become too much for you to study. I mean, remembering this also is a task. So IGNU notes I had referred only for few concepts like sovereignty concept, which I thought wasn't in all these books. So I used for it for sovereignty concept and like nation state and stuff, but I wouldn't suggest you to go for it. First complete these things and then use. And most important one is PYQ booklet. Like this is the most important part of the preparation. Buy any PYQ booklet from market. Okay, so what I used to do, I'll tell you how I used to study. Let's say I'm studying Plato. So first I used to do PYQs of Plato from maybe 1960, 1996, whatever, and then I used to do it till 2024. So first I used to read all the PYQs, and then I'll read the Plato ka notes, all his theories, and then I'll go back to PYQ and try to answer these questions based on my notes. That's how I also know whether my notes are enough or not. Trust me, in optional, in any optional of UPSC, I think PYQs are very much repeated. Like there is this favorite topic of UPSC, which is Rawls' theory of justice and communitarian critique of his theory of justice. So this is asked so many times. So please first see the PYQ. You don't have to answer them or try to like answer them immediately, but just look at PYQ, then read the notes, and then come back to at least brainstorm on those questions. So that's how I used to do. Read PYQ, read note, come back, try to answer the questions. So these are my sources. I will suggest you to stick to this. I'll also share my notes. My notes, I think I have like combined them from different sources, so it will be very useful for you. So these are my notes of section A: feminism, fascism, ecologism, and all those, postmodernism, post-colonialism. And I think I would suggest making online notes for paper 2, especially because it's IR and IR is very dynamic. You might have to keep adding on to these notes. So better to make it online, or depends, if you are comfortable with offline notes, go for it. That's it. And yeah, this was one of the book that I had used for Indian political thought. I don't remember the name of the book. I'll search and tell you later. So this is, I read this book only once, and then I had made notes of it, and I never looked back at this book because it would be too long to read, so I referred to notes only. Now I'll share few tips. First is sequence of topics. When you are studying paper 1 ka section A, I had told you that there are 4 parts, right? So study these in this sequence. So first study Western political thought like Plato, Aristotle, Machiavelli. Then study political ideology, liberalism, feminism, Marxism, socialism. Because if you are clear with these 2 parts, then it will be very easy to study the rest of the parts. Because in theory of state, you will study liberal theory of state. So if you know liberalism, you can easily understand liberal theory of state. So remember this. First, like you will take a lot of time to complete this 2 portions if you are reading it for the first time, but then this forms the foundation of rest of the concept. So do first Western political thought, then political ideology, then theory of state, and then do these concepts of power, hegemony, ideology, liberty, equality, justice, rights, democracy, and then do the political theory. What are the different approaches of political theory, meaning and approaches. And I had done Indian political thought in the end. So I believe you will take a lot of time to complete this section A of paper 1, but this is like a foundation for rest of the section. Even this is important for paper 2 ka section A. So first do this properly so that you have good understanding of rest of the topics. And then again, as I said, PYQ is very important. Questions are repeated very often, so do that. I think after completing these two steps, only after completing this two step, you go to third step, which is topper answer copies, because it won't make any sense to you unless you have studied the topics or revised them. Then go to topper answer copies. Like my favorite was Utkarsh Dwivedi sir's answer copies. I had also used Ishita Kishore ma'am, Swati Sharma. You can do this much later. First read, make your own notes, revise them, and then go to toppers copy. And after studying toppers copy, I would suggest go for answer writing. Don't do answer writing. I mean, you can't do answer writing unless you have a clear understanding of paper, clear understanding of these concepts. And also referring to topper answer copies gives you a framework about how to write the answers. So first complete these two steps, then come to third one, and last one will be the writing sectional text AB of paper 1, AB of paper 2, and then full length paper 1 and full length paper 2. That's it. So these are my tips, and please read the section A in this order only. It will be much easier for you to understand. And I have to organize my notes properly, so I'll be sharing those notes as well, but I'll first organize them properly so that it will be easy for you to go through them. So these are my tips, and that's it. Thank you for watching, and in the next video I'll share paper 1 ka section B ka strategy and sources. I will also share my prelims ka strategy. I think I have got, like, I know maybe little bit about how to clear it, because I have cleared cutoff 3 times in a row of GS especially. So please stay tuned in, and if you have any queries, please comment down below. I'll try to answer them all. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe so that you get notified of the upcoming videos. Thank you so much.